Lennox, fight number 5 on 24th of September.
Yeah.
And for you, the first time at the AJ Bell.
First time.
And it's a Gary Booth show, mate.
First time on the Gary Booth show as well.
Yeah, so it should be a good race. I think there's 7 fights on there. Your stablemate was going to be on.
Yeah,
Lee Johnson, but he's not now. Is
oh, Lee Johnson, yeah, he's not on there.
No. But you are back. And how's fatherhood treating you, mate?
Good.
Yeah?
Very good, yeah.
How old is little Fraser now?
Nearly 9 weeks. So.
You're joking? Because he'd only just been born when I came here to speak to you before your last fight, hadn't he?
I think he was, what was it?
Like 4 days old, wasn't he, or something?
Was it?
It was close, wasn't it? I know he'd only just been born.
Yeah.
He was in here.
No, he's big, chunky.
Almost as big as you?
Yeah.
That don't mean much, though.
No. No, I get that.
But everything going well. Last time out though, I do think fatherhood affected your performance a little bit, because listen, you won the fight comfortably. It was 40-36. You can't get much better for that. But you set the standards very high for yourself because of your debut and your previous performances. After that, you know, you're the kid for me that I really look forward to watching, because you're vicious and you're nasty and even though you were in that, you made opportunities but you didn't seem to finish them, which is not the case for you. Normally make an opportunity and you seize it.
Normally I pick the shot, see it, bam.
Yeah. But like I was watching today, you know, you're spiteful, mate. I see there must be something in the Wigan water here.
That's all I got the guns on. I'm nice and all down.
But it is, it's something that Lee Blundell seems to drill into you all. I mean, not just you punching hard, but there's Joe, and then the other 2 prior to that, we had James Moorcroft and Rihanna Dixon coming through from this gym. And we've got a new kid that I'm going to be speaking to later on, Owen Anderton. Yeah, and I believe he's got a bit of power.
Yeah, he has.
The body snatcher.
Yeah. And he gets everybody a bit body. When he lands, it echoes.
But the thing is, he's ridiculously tall. So you think, you know, that wouldn't be his game, but seems to be. But for fight number 5, are we going to see a new, vitalised Lennox Lythgoe?
Yeah. So I can go up better than ever on this one.
Yeah?
Yeah. We're working on like loads of new stuff. I'm feeling a lot fitter as well. But I'm getting every month. I've been in every month.
I was going to say, because even though you're a professional, you work, and you sometimes you find it hard to get into the gym all the time. But I was just speaking to your coach Lee Blundell, and he said this is the first time we've had you in every single morning.
Yeah.
So that only bodes well it doesn't bode well for your opponent, let's say.
Yeah, every morning, every night, and through the day I go work as well. So that's training. I'm lifting loads of heavy blocks.
What do you do?
I'm a labourer.
Right. So that's good crack.
Yeah. Picking bricks up.
Strength and conditioning, 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
As well as training.
Yeah.
So I don't think it does you any harm. Certainly not at this stage of your career. Maybe when you get to 8 rounders and those title fights. But at this, it's just brilliant preparation, isn't it? Yeah. In fact, go back 20, 30 years. Every pro fighter did that. Yeah. So, do you feel the benefit? I'm going to ask you this, because by the time you stepped through the ropes on the 24th, you would have been a year and 2 weeks into your pro life, pro career. And I ask a lot of the amateurs who, you know, how they would fare, the pros who were amateurs, how they would fare against themselves, you know, a year on into the pro career. But I don't think it's worth asking you that, because both you and your stablemate and Joe Howard were already ready-made pros when you stepped into the professional ring.
It's a different style. I'm amateur, it's not the same style as pro, is it? I mean, it's a different kind of boxing.
Well, I totally agree with that, but still there's also lessons to learn. But I think this is the reason why both you and your stablemate have made such a big impression.
Yeah.
Is because you were already made for this. You know, you've been fighting this way for 3 or 4 years, even before you stepped into the pro ring. So it'd be silly for me to ask you how you'd fare against yourself in your last white collar fight.
Yeah.
But do you think you've improved much more?
Yeah, well better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot more training.
So would you beat yourself? Would you beat yourself of the guy who had his last white collar fight to would you stop yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
So there is, so you've learned then? You've learned a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because, like, pros is different, innit? You train every day, it means a lot more to you.
I was going to say, is that being a big difference? Because obviously you probably wouldn't have trained in the same way that you've trained now for these fights. So has that been your cardio and your stamina and your strength?
Yeah, well, no, I train every morning, every night. When I worked pro, I used to all the train at night.
Yeah.
On a
so that'd be the biggest difference. The training's still the same, the mental thought process is still the same, but you're just fitter and you can do more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was watching you today. I don't think I'm going to be there on the night, but we are going to be filming it.
Yeah.
It's going to go up on British Boxers. I think you're Aki down there doing the commentating. So I look forward to watching it when I get back. Because we've got a show on the same night, haven't we? On the 24th in Liverpool.
Yeah.
So hopefully when I bump into you next, I'll be saying 5-0.
Definitely.
Lennox, you take care. We'll see you soon, mate.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.